Oh my goodness, Jake. I don't see, and I've told many people, I don't see how you get through life without a faith. I really don't. I mean, everybody's had problems, and if you start dwelling on your own, you can really get down in the dumps. So I try not to. I just try to remember that somebody else has had it worse than I have, certainly. Oh, I know I would never, ever have gotten through. Like I said, everybody's got problems, so mine are no worse. But for me to get through it, if I did not have faith, I couldn't have done it. If I didn't know I could see Rod again, I would never made it this far. That's probably been one of the hardest issues, and when I see something tough coming up, I think I've survived worse. Is what it just runs in my mind, that I can handle this, whatever it is. I don't know. You know, my family, the kids have handled lots of things in their lives that I try not to sour grape anything to them, but they've handled many parts of it, and they're a big part of my handling anything now, is just knowing that the kids go through things that I don't know about too. I find out about them later sometimes. When the kids are together, I find out things I had no idea happened. I mean, crazy things that they're glad Mom didn't know happened. Oh, every one of them is totally different personality, and my 16 grandkids are, every one of them, people say, well, how do you keep them separate when you have that many? And they're just individuals. Everybody's got likes and dislikes, and you try to kind of figure out, or let them, like with you coming here, I say, well, go to the grocery store and you pick a food you like. So, I don't know. I was born and raised in the house I grew up in. I was one of 5 kids, and but my older sister and I were both born in that house. And it just today I learned that Fred got it sold. And so, I mean, that's hard to swallow. All of us talked together about maybe buying it, but we thought, what's the point? None of us are gonna go back there and live, and we all have good memories of growing up in that house. So that's what it amounts to.
Yeah, it's always tough.
And my brother and his family moved to McCook several years ago, and then my brother just called me today that Mom's house got sold.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hope the family that ends up sending kids through school there has as good a time growing up in that house as we did. Because that would be a good thing. We moved to Tucumcari at Christmas time of 1975. And your Grandpa Ward had moved down here maybe in June, but Terry, your Aunt Terry, did not want to move, and she wanted to cheerlead so we stayed up there so she could cheerlead for a semester. But she was really glad that we did move after we got down here, but she was glad she had that few, because you couldn't, when we moved here, you could not be a cheerleader and play the sport.
Right.
But she got to play because she liked volleyball. She got to do a little of that, and then now you can do both while you're here. But
nice.
I guess I am probably really appreciative that I got to know my dad, because he died when I was 11, and I have super good memories of he and Mom both. But I'm glad that I got to go horseback riding with him a lot, and I remember those good times. And I was very fortunate because I had good parents and good grandparents, and we didn't fight like cats and dogs. So I was fortunate.
Nice.
I do. Be your own person, make your own decisions. Don't let peer pressure cause you to do something you know isn't quite right, but your friends are doing whatever, and I would say just be true to yourself. So you look in the mirror at night before you go to bed, and not be ashamed of something you did that day.